Well, hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So today I'm going to talk about how to create momentum. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, type replay below so we know you were here. And let's get started. So today, it's like, today is September 1st. It's like, oh my gosh, what happened to this year? What happened to this summer? Summer went poof, right? I don't know. I mean, we're at September 1st. There's only 4 months left in the year. So it's time to hunker down and figure out what it is you're going to accomplish this year and make it happen. So I thought I would talk about momentum today. You know, momentum is huge. And the thing about momentum is once it gets going, it kind of creates a life of its own, and it just sort of takes off and it goes. I mean, in our business, in network marketing or direct sales, when your team gets in momentum, when you're building your business and your team gets in momentum, all of a sudden you have people signing up, people all over the place, and new customers coming in. And it's because everybody is working together synergistically. And once it gets to that point, you couldn't stop it if you wanted to, you know, but getting into momentum, it takes a lot of work. I mean, it's not so easy. It's a little bit like, you probably heard the analogy of you're pushing a car up a hill, right? Or it could be a boulder, whatever, but you're pushing it up the hill and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing. And it just feels like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there. It's hard. And you get to the top of the hill and you're still pushing and you're, oh, am I never going to get there? And you get to the top of the hill and boom, the car takes off down the bottom, down the other side of the hill. Just boom, takes off. Same thing with the boulder. That's momentum, and that's where you want to be. If you can create that in your life and in your business, you would be amazed at what can happen to you. So, you know, here's some ideas on how to get momentum going in your life and in your business. First thing is create a picture of success. And what is it? What is your vision of success? Because if you can't see it, you're not going to know what you're aiming for, right? So what does it look like for you day after day? What does every day look like when you're living in success? How do you want to spend your time? How do you define yourself, success for yourself this year? And write down that vision or post it somewhere where you see it every day, or make a dream board or whatever, but put it somewhere where you see it all the time. And then know what you love and do what you love. You know, I know this is probably going to sound kind of hard-ass, but, you know, you've heard it, right? Either fix the problem or quit complaining about it. Because you're not going to get into momentum if you're a victim or if you're complaining. You either got to fix it or deal with it and move on, right? So if you hate your job, get a new one. Go to school, learn a new profession, start that business that you've always dreamed of. Pick up that crazy hobby you've been thinking about, you know? If it sounds scary, then just tackle one of them and explore your options and take action. You got to do something. You got to be doing what you love and let go of what you don't love, okay? Make sure you have a big, hairy, audacious goal, also called a BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal. Make sure you have that. What is it you want to achieve? Write it down, and also write down what's the one thing you can do today to help make that happen. So here's the example. Here's an example of the power of a goal. A study was conducted among a graduating class at Harvard to see how many people had concrete goals and how much money they wanted to make. So only 3% of the students had written down their goals, only 3%. But you know what? 10 years later, Harvard went back and looked at them, and the 3% that wrote down their goals, those 3% were making 97% more than all the others in the class. God, that's huge, you guys. That's huge. So 3% wrote down their goals, but 10 years later, those 3% were making more money than 97% of the class. So get your goals down. Know what it is you're working for. Create a task list or whatever it is, but just make sure that you are working towards your goals. So eliminate energy drains and recharge yourself. So energy drains are those things that drag you down, right? And things that recharge your energy can be anything that inspires you or puts you in a good mood. It could be a certain room in your house. It could be the way your room's decorated. It could be an activity, or it could be a person, or maybe it's music. Maybe it's listening to music while you're working or whatever, but anything that gives you more energy, that's what you want more around you. And then spend your time doing the things that give you energy, and then start noticing the things that are draining your energy, and maybe get rid of those or find a way to get rid of those. Those are things that are blocking you and they're not helping you. Remove your fears. the biggest source of procrastination is being afraid, right? So the fear of success, maybe the fear of ridicule, the fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, just take steps to remove your fears. I can't talk. Take steps to remove your fears by asking yourself, what would I do today if I wasn't afraid? That's a really simple thing to ask. If I wasn't afraid, what would I do? And then do it. Just force yourself to do it. Because once you do it, action trumps fear. So once you do it, you're gonna find that it's not as scary as you thought. But you got to force yourself to do it. You just got to jump in and go for it. Take control of your finances. If you're feeling like you're on a treadmill, if you're feeling like you're having to work more to pay your bills, if you're spending more money than you have coming in and it's a constant struggle, robbing Peter to pay Paul, that's not helping you. That's a downer and that's draining your energy. It's not helping you. So figure out where you're spending your money. Figure out what things you can eliminate. You don't have to eliminate everything, but just kind of try to get more control of your finances. Maybe get a side gig just to help you bring in more money, to help you cover that. $300 to $500 a month or $1,000 a month, if you're doing a side gig like an Avon business, it can make such a difference in your life, on top of what you're already making. All of a sudden, you don't have a problem with paying for those things that you were paying for. And maybe now you can put some money towards paying off your bills and get out of debt like Richard and I did. Once you have your finances controlled and you get rid of your finances, it is amazing what you can accomplish. Create a brain trust. Identify some people in your life that can help you move forward. People that you trust. Might not be a bad idea to have a different range of backgrounds and ages and different opinions, because everybody sees things differently and they can help you see things differently. And sometimes being around other people like that can help you provide insights into what's going on in your own life. Just talking to them. I know Richard and I do the MLM cruise every year. We hang around with the top earners of every company. It's not Avon, it's every company. We hang around with the top people and for a week on a cruise and talking to them and spending time with them, it makes us think differently. And, I mean, even a young person, like I'm old. Yeah, I know I'm old. But even if I was to sit down and talk to a young person, a 20-year-old, they have a whole different perspective on things. Doesn't mean you have to go with what they say, but that perspective can help you see what you can change in your own life, right? And then how about find the time? So one of our biggest challenges to having the life that we want is to have the time to do it, right? So track how you spend your time, figure out where you're putting your time. Where can you cut time? Because you've got to find the time to do the things you love to do. You got to find the time to build your business if that's what you want, or find the time to get into momentum, because it takes time. It takes effort and it takes time, and you got to find the time to do that, right? And then once the momentum starts happening, once you see it happening, pay attention to clues, because you're going to find all of a sudden connections and opportunities, and people are going to come into your life, and things are going to show up that are presented to you, and you need to be awake and alert and see them and recognize them for what they are so that you can take advantage of them. That's the universe. That's the universe providing to you what it is you need to be successful and to get into momentum and have what you want. So allow your future to unfold in ways that you might not even have imagined before you started dreaming, and take advantage of everything that's put in front of you. And then commit to your dream. So creating momentum starts with commitment. Number one, commitment is the most important thing. Commitment and stick-to-itiveness and dedication, but if you commit to doing a lot of the ideas I gave you, you'll move closer to your dreams. Life is short, right? We shouldn't we live life to our fullest? Shouldn't we be totally happy? Shouldn't we live our life the way we want to? Because how we spend our days is how we spend our lives. And don't waste your time on things that aren't important. Like I said, life is short. None of us know how much time we have left. So take advantage of it, make the most of it, and live your life to the fullest. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hi, thanks for stopping in. Anyway, I am actually done for now. It was great, Anne-Marie, to see you. And, but yeah, don't forget, you guys, live life to your fullest. Don't let it go. It's so easy. It's September now. Like 3/4 of the year is gone. Let's make the most of this year. The next 4 months, let's make it happen, okay? Anyway, thanks for being here with me today. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.